Evening people, welcome back to the channel Up the Reds TV with me, Andy Canby. So it finished Liverpool 2, Brighton 1. Loads to talk about, so let's get on with it. First off, probably the worst first 45 minutes we've seen this season. We weren't this bad against Notts Forest, a game that I was at. So yeah, it was a unforgettable half for us. We were second best in everything, but take no credit away from Brighton. They came and did a job on us in the first half. They were superb, outstanding, and we were lucky it was only 1-0 because they had 3 or 4 good chances. Keller, he made that superb save when Virgil got turned inside out, and he kept us in the game at half time. And then obviously Ibu gets injured by Virg stepping on his hand at the end of the end of the half, and he made a brilliant decision to bring on Joey. He just thought that Kwanzaa was a bit tired in his legs, so this was a high intensity game, and he brought Joey on. And to be fair, Joey was superb. I thought he led by example, biting into the tackles, was in the right place at the right time. Interceptions were great, but in the first half there were so many of our players right off it. Trent was probably the worst one, although I did see a stat this evening that he's won 7 out of 8 tackles. He might have done in the second half, but first half he bottled out of one of them, which was not a very good, nice look, if I'm honest with you. He should have won the ball, and he bottled out of it. So I wasn't too pleased with that part of his game in the first half. Maka was busy. He got himself booked, and the ref had a funny game today. I mean, they were fouling us just as we were doing the same to them, and yet we were picking up the the free kicks were given against us, and it was a weird first half. I thought the supporters in the stand in the first half were getting behind the Reds. Contrary to what other people are saying. I was watching and listening. I could clearly hear the crowd trying to get behind the team. Darwin had a great opportunity to score. It was a great save, if I'm honest with you, by their keeper, who I thought in the second half performance was probably their man of the match. So Arnie sticks to the same team. Excuse me, apart from Joey coming on for Ibu. And then I think it was Slobberslide that went into a tackle, and all of a sudden the whole ground erupted. They were wanting that fire and passion that was lacking in the first half, and it came from all 4 sides of the ground. And when that happens at Anfield, people talk about the myth that is Anfield. There's no atmosphere, or nobody creates an atmosphere. It's just another ground. Believe me, watch the game later on. It's Sky's main game tonight, so it'll be on about, is it 8 o'clock or something? So watch the whole game, and you'll see how loud the Reds were in the stands today. They knew that this game was there for the taking, especially Joey could have got a brace in the second half. Joey will never score a goal for Liverpool. Let's get that clear. I mean, yeah, the header is the first one that he had. His header, he should have buried it really. Yeah, and it was just one of those. But yeah, he typified the second half performance. I gave him man of the match to Keller because of the outstanding save that he made in the first half. But because I think if we'd have gone 2-0 down, we wouldn't have probably won that game. Might have got a draw out of it at best, but I don't think we would have won that game. So coming in one. And then this is now what you see of Arne Slot doing. He's talking to his coaches. He was talking in the first half. He knew it wasn't happening. And he rang the changes. And you have to say, with Curtis coming on the front foot, brilliant. Luis Diaz, you know what Lucho's going to do on the front foot. I was glad that he kept Gakpo on and Nunes on, and and took the game to Brighton. And Brighton had tired then. They'd actually run out of all ideas, devoid of things to do. There were half moments in the second half that they had, but yeah, they ran out of ideas. And he started to make some substitutions as well to try and save the game at the end. But we get the equaliser. Yeah, Cody. Was it a cross? Was it a shot? It was definitely a cross, wasn't it? We've all done that when we played the game and when we've scored a goal from out wide, and we know whether it's a cross or it's a shot on target. It was definitely, because I think Darwin ducked, didn't he? Let it go over his head, and the bounce obviously deceives the keeper. And 1-1, and then 2 minutes later, trusty old Mo. Great work again from an attack that Brighton had in their box. Curtis bringing the ball out, playing the 1-2s in midfield, and then Mo getting his predatory curling away from the keeper with power, top corner. That takes him above Robbie Fowler in the Premier League now of goals scored. I think he goes up to 8th, and Robbie drops down to 9. I don't think Robbie will begrudge him of that. So yeah, we were still looking for the third goal as well, which was first time I've ever known that. But then Arnie thought, right, enough of this. Last 10 minutes of the game, let's get Endo on. And Endo came on and did what Endo did, was biting into the tackles and securing the 3 points. And when the final whistle went, the ground, that was a massive cheer that you heard, massive cheer. And obviously it showed on going to the Kop. He probably heard us the loudest ever this season, and he saw what an effect that we had from the stand, especially in the second. It lifted the players. The players knew first half was shite. We knew it was shite. We were watching it, sloppy passing, everything. Second half, it was a different animal that came out, and you have to give credit where credit is deserved with the players. Trent seemed to have moved a slight different position, started getting the ball, making better passes, but he became defensively better as well. Better than his first half performance. And so it was a good result, made even better by Newcastle beating Arsenal. I know it's early doors. Arsenal seem to be going through a lull. Man City unexpectedly got beat at Bournemouth. Do you remember when we got beat at Bournemouth 1-0? Mo missed the penalty. That's what it might feel like to Man City. So yeah, it's been a good day, all in all. So and I've got to give praise to Arne Slot and his coaching staff. They do, we do have a plan B and we do have a plan C, and it works, and it works, and it works, and it's great to see under Jurgen. Take nothing away from the great man, but in his latter season, there was no plan, but we certainly see that with Arne. And no doubt I've not listened to his press conference or anything. He'll probably say the first half was rubbish, but the second half was brilliant. He'll probably mention the support from the stands, and yeah, it was good, really good. I thought Simicast did okay. You know, probably the better ones out of the first half, and second half did even better. So yeah, all in all, good day for the Reds. 3 points takes us to the top of the summit. Nobody wins the league title on the 2nd of November 24. We know that. We've been here. We're in it for the long haul, and Arnie's taking us in the right direction. So we've got a game on Tuesday, Leverkusen at home in the Champions League. This is one of 3 home games that we've got, and obviously we've got the weekend fixture next week today, which will be an 8 o'clock kickoff at Anfield against Villa. So that'll be another strong game, and hopefully not free scoring as the one today. We've only conceded 6 goals in the league, which is good. We're scoring goals, winning games, and not losing. We're drawing them as well. Right, if you like this video, please give me a like, please share, and please leave me your comments. Press the notification button when you subscribe to the channel. That means every video that I make, you'll receive a notification to say the next video is on the channel. Okay, enjoy the rest of Saturday evening. I'm still on the whiskey from yesterday, so I'll have a couple of these and I'll watch the game again back in full on Sky. Up the Reds.